Cipriano. I am the Assistant Director of Strength and Conditioning here at Central Michigan University. Specifically, I work with softball, gymnastics, and the football team. Those are my primary responsibilities, but all of us in the weight room tend to coach pretty much every sport at some time or another, so we jump around, but primarily responsible for three. A lot goes into deciding what workout is appropriate for what athlete. So usually we kind of look at the sport as a whole, and we assess maybe what the needs of that sport are. So is it a sport that requires speed and power, or is it a sport that requires endurance? What kind of mobility or movements are required in the sport? Are they an overhead sport? Do they need rotation? Things like that. Then we'll look at injury prevention. So what are the common injuries in the sport? And then what can we do to kind of prevent those in the weight room? So we take all that information and we can kind of build a base shell of what the program might look like. And then we'll test each athlete and we'll kind of get an idea of what each athlete's speed and power and strength are. And then we can get a little bit more specific into then designing something for each athlete. That would be my biggest piece of advice. Just total body get strong. So a typical day for a team that's in season, so a quick example would be like football. The lifting schedule for football, since there's 120 guys on the roster, we would divide them up into two groups during the in-season. So it might be an offensive lift group and then a defensive lift group. So typically what will happen is the offense will come in and lift, while the defensive side of the team is doing position meetings. So the offensive side of the team will be lifting with us. A lot of times in season their workout's going to be a little trimmed down, a little bit more basic as far as we're going to work on some simple things to keep them strong, some simple things for tendon and joint health, and then making sure we're still keeping their power and speed levels high. So we may do some Olympic lifting or some plyos with them. We'll always end the workout with some type of mobility or some type of stretching, because the goal would be to have them leave feeling better than they came in. The workout usually takes, an hour, and then while they're leaving, the next group is coming in and we'll be warming them up, getting them ready to go. That's the worst part about being a coach. Picking the music.